Hi, hello. Welcome back to my channel. A video just hit my feed a few minutes back about the Unreal Engine tech demo from the State of Unreal GDC event for 2023. And I only saw maybe about a minute and a half of the footage and decided, all right, let's make a video. Let's, share this out to others, and in turn, they maybe share it out to others and just spread awareness of this absolutely, I want to just say, groundbreaking advancement in the Unreal Engine. Without further ado, we're going to hop into it. I'll pause, every 20, 30 seconds to comment and provide my opinion, as I do not want to simply record this already established video, thus stealing it. I would like to add my 2 cents and kind of make it, I guess, sort of a, not even really a review video, just a, spread awareness of this outstanding advancement in gaming technology. So let's go.
Thanks, Tim, and hi, everyone. I'm excited to get to show you some of the new experimental features we've been working on for Unreal Engine 5.2.
I didn't realize it was experimental, but hopefully this makes it to the final product of this patch.
Let's take a look.
I'm honestly already excited again because I was impressed.
Right, so last year, we added several new features to the engine to support foliage rendering, and
Just saying, just look, before anything else, just look at the thick brush inside this image. Look at the lighting and the way the shadows breach through the light source in the sky. This is breathtaking.
The Fortnite team used those features to ship Battle Royale Chapter 4. At the same time, Jacob over there and the team at Quixel were experimenting with what's possible for photoreal foliage environments.
God, the way the sun reflects.
The latest functionality that we've been building for Unreal Engine.
I mean, it's all 3D. There's definitely no 2D plants or foliage. And I mean, just look, highlighting with my mouse over in here, how that lighting hits what looks like a bit of a cliffside right here. And the way it actually envelops the leaves. Just, oh my God, I'm having a spasm of excitement.
Jacob's here with us today in the Unreal Editor. Let's explore the environment. And what better way to do that than off-roading? And what better way to off-road than in a Rivian R1T?
Feels like that's a bit of a plug, but okay. All right, just a quick criticism, and maybe it's just my perspective, and maybe if we got up closer, it wouldn't be a problem. But the only thing I've got to complain about so far is the detailing on the tires here. I think the dirt detailing is actually pretty nice. It's not just some constant aesthetic. Like, you could tell there's different degrees of dirt buildup on these tires, but it almost looks like the top here, the flat part of the tire, it looks like it's kind of 2D-ish, so it's kind of a drawback, but just, minute little criticism.
Now, Rivian uses Unreal to power their instrument cluster, including 3D visualization of their vehicles. So we worked with them to bring the R1T to life.
Wow. Look, I'm losing it for the lighting along the creek here. Like, this is reminiscent of real-life scenarios.
In this experience. Let's head on out, Jacob.
Sure thing, on my way.
All right. So, we're building tools for interactive and dynamic worlds. So here we have chaos physics simulating rocks that tumble as we drive over them. Leaves bend out of the way.
That's awesome. Essentially, very tiny objects can be interacted with what he said, this chaos physics or whatever. That just absolutely sounds outstanding. Much more immersive for people who want every detail to be there. Just outstanding.
And we also added some real-time fluid simulation.
Whoa. Look at the tires. Look at the suspension on those tires. Holy crap.
Rivian to set up Unreal's chaos vehicle model to simulate the suspension of the truck and how the electric motors drive each individual wheel.
Oh, chaos model.
It also simulates how the tires compress and deform. And Meta Sounds enabled the team to precisely resynthesize the sounds of the electric motors and mix them with the ambisonics of the jungle.
Wow.
So Rivian provided us
Look at
with
the
a highly
light and the
detailed
shadow.
model of the truck, about 71 million polygons that we're able to render in real time thanks to nanite. Now, the Rivian not only
What?
looks incredibly realistic because of lumen and nanite, but also its materials. And today, we're introducing Substrate, our new material framework.
Wow. I'm impressed. Like, imagine the potential for new generation games with this. Hopefully these new generation consoles can be cranked out in mass and not, you know, scalped and sold at ridiculous prices like the last generation.
And to better demonstrate it, let's swap the paint out for opal.
Ooh.
Now, of course, you can't order a Rivian with opal.
Okay, I know. I keep pausing, but hey, I'm trying my best not to steal the video. Just please take note of the way the light interacts with the surface of this vehicle, because just from the few seconds I've seen, I mean, over here you have natural lighting coming off from the side. You've got, you know, lighting from another angle reflecting in the image as well, reflecting right here just beautifully. And then, yeah, I mean, even looking at this, the way the light interacts with the detail on the windshield, the dirt, the dust, the grime, like, I'm amazed right now. I am truly amazed.
Opal body panels, but opal was the internal code name for this project, and also...
Okay, granted, it's my video recording. It might not fully soak in every bit of detail, but I mean, just look at the detail on the windshield, and just look how natural that looks, as if stuff have scuffed it. Things have maybe, like maybe somebody dropped went to get in the car, put something on the hood, and they maybe put something on the windshield. Like, it looks like stuff has been interacting with this. It looks like there's buildup, and then there's like stuff that's scuffed it and worn it away. Just nice detail.
A really great demonstration of Substrate's capabilities. The base layer models the iridescence, refraction, and reflections that occur inside of an opal. And on top of that is a layer representing the polished surface and how light is absorbed as it travels through that clear layer of
oh my
depth.
gosh. Okay. Another thing I want to point out, notice how the light travels with its intensity along the door, okay? Now, look down here in the dirtier off angles, and notice how the light is not reacting the same way. It's actually adjusting in real time how it should look and reflect from that surface given its position. That is freaking outstanding.
Back on the dust and dirt layers. And notice how the reflection changes when interacting with the dust layer, and that there are no artifacts along the transition from dirt to dust to opal. So Substrate is more expressive, enabling artists to create materials like this with different shading models and compose and layer those materials as they see fit. All right, let's head on out, Jacob.
I mean, there's brief moments where I'm sitting here like, oh my god, I'm looking at a real-life photo.
Materials that are similar to the current Unreal Engine shading model cost about the same. But now, artists have the freedom to author more complex materials for extremely detailed use cases, like in cinematics and in film. So we're going to drive under this fallen tree here, and everything that you've seen up to this point...
Okay, look at the grass and the foliage lining this creek. Just observe it.
...was painstakingly hand-built by the environment team at Quixel. Everything since that fallen tree has been built using our brand new experimental suite of procedural content generation tools. Entirely an engine that are flexible, determined...
Soak it in, ladies and gentlemen, soak it in. Like, if you've been out in nature enough times and you've been to many different areas, stuff like this, where they're able to replicate some truly raw from nature vibes, is outstanding.
And artist-driven.
That's a very nice boulder.
Our guiding principle in building these systems was to empower artists to make tools for artists. So Jacob's going to go ahead and add a procedural assembly to the world. And the cool thing is that it communicates...
Wow. That actually loaded in very fast, and it's so goddamn detailed. I'm spazzing over here. Like, it was able to generate all those leaves, those fine details in the rock, and tree.
Yeah. Pretty cool. And the cool thing is that it communicates with other nearby procedural.
Oh dear lord. You've got this Unreal Engine hitting near lifelike graphics. You've got ChatGPT bot, a learning AI that's pretty much unlimited. You've got AI generated art coming up. Like we are officially hitting a new generation of technology. And I swear we just did this like 4 or 5 years ago where we hit another new generation of technology. It does not stop exponentially scaling over time. It's friggin' outstanding.
Elements in the scene, like the creek bed. So let's say a designer comes by, wants to direct the player to drive to the left. Jacob can simply move the assembly to the right, and everything updates to accommodate that change.
What? Oh!
Game design is iterative, so let's say the designer comes back, wants to give the player the choice of going left or right again. Jacob can simply move the assembly back over. Now, the artist who created this assembly also added some additional handles that Jacob can use to art direct where rock slides occur. Allows him to customize the piece a little bit more, make it a little easier for the
and the roots of the plant are taken into account.
That original part of the level to set the visuals and art direction for the entire piece, and then built out procedural tools that allowed the team to create a much larger play space much more quickly. Now let's see how we can use these procedural tools to make larger sweeping changes to the environment. So Jacob, let's start by removing some of the trees in this area.
Absolutely, that's easy enough actually.
All right, a little too much. Let's add
Looks
some
a little
trees back
ugly.
in.
Okay.
And let's also add in some cliff formations, give it a little bit more variability.
Oh,
so
wow.
the procedural systems are all deterministic. As Jacob is experimenting with different sets of input parameters, once he finds a set that he likes,
That is outstanding. So you can fill in parameters, like if you observe to the right, I know it's been up for probably a good minute in the video now, but let's go take a minute to just actually look at this. This is their engine. This is how they design the game. They've got, I guess, labels for various combinations of things that can be put into the world, or perhaps this is specifically like the save state of this world. I'm not too sure. People more familiar with the Unreal Engine can probably educate me on the matter. Showing actors. So then I guess the actors is, I presume, is the objects in the world, and such as like the cliffs, the trees, foliage, maybe individually or groups of foliage. But I mean, just soak in that lighting. Dear Lord, just, whew. The parameters, so they can rotate, they can scale things, they can actual coordinates, put it in a specific coordinate. That's beautiful. They got the density of trees, the scale in which they, maybe the scale of size or the scale to which they have space between them, global rock density, large cliffs density, scale modifiers. I mean, this is a thing of beauty.
you can always go back to it and get out exactly the same results. And the procedural systems aren't just placing trees and rocks, but also fog cards, bugs, birds, everything that's needed to bring this environment to life. And everything that you've seen here works at scale. This environment is 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers. If we hide all of the procedural elements, we can see that original hand-built area about 200 meters by 200 meters. We believe that there will always be the need for hand-building environments, so we design these procedural systems to be tools for artists that work in concert with hand-built content. Both Substrate and the new...
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to review this. I'm going to go back and definitely, pick out some scenes and geek about it a little longer.
Will be available in experimental form in 5.2. And everything you've seen here is running in the Unreal Editor in real time on a developer machine with an Intel 13900K CPU and
on a what?
Time.
Well, they said developer machine, so you already know it's going to come just completely stacked with impressive stats.
A developer machine with an Intel 13900K CPU and NVIDIA RTX 4090 GPU.
Oh, damn. Yeah, 4090, that's the latest Titan graphics card. So, wow. Just wow.
So, Jacob, thanks for...
huge shout out to GameSpot for hosting this video and posting it. I gotta give credit. I don't want to just straight up be like, oh yeah, found this video and nobody posted it, nobody in particular, that would be wrong. But so huge shout out to GameSpot for posting this video. You've blown me away. Here, let's go look at a few specific points. Okay, just this in the earlier part of the presentation. Again, the way the light and the intensity of the light changes based on where on the surface it's you know, shining onto. I'm ecstatic right now. Because this isn't like you know, past demos. This is literally showing you, look, we have stepped in to a new generation of gaming. You could get this kind of detail in modern games, but how good is it actually going to look right now? Just, oh dear Lord, I'm like over here spazzing out, and I'm excited. I'm extremely excited. Let's go look around. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's rewatch this part with the suspension in the vehicle. Oh, here. Let's go back real quick, because I...
Simulation.
Watch that water. When he...
We worked
oh
with
my
the
Lord.
team at Rivian to set up Unreal's chaos.
I mean, and here's another thing that's getting to me, is that the lighting is working under the vehicle. You can see light reflecting under. It's not missing anything. It takes into its calculations every angle. And you can even see some pretty nice detail. I mean, it's movement paused on this scene, so it's not going to be the most detailed. But I mean, like, you can see parts of the vehicle. You know, they didn't spare details. They put details up in here, along in you know, in all the parts. Like, oh my god.
Vehicle model to simulate.
Now, granted, I know under a vehicle it would not be this flat. You'd see everything exposed, and that's probably something that people might complain about. But I don't feel like it's that relevant. They probably did that for the reflectivity to be shown off.
Electric motors drive each
man.
individual wheel. Chaos also simulates how the tires compress and deform, and meta sounds enabled the team to precisely resynthesize.
Oh my Lord.
Opal was the internal.
I mean, yeah, just wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop going all spastic except for this scene. Like, this right here is the coup de grace, I swear, because it's showcasing everything from the lighting to scale, as well as the varying intensity of light and detail. And it's like, even light back here looks like it's shining consistently as it would if you were over there versus over here. Like, this is, oof.
In building these systems was to empower artists to make tools for artists. So Jacob's going to go ahead and add a procedural assembly to the world. And the cool thing is that it communicates. Thank you.
I mean, that was pretty quick. That loaded in like less than 2 seconds time. And you got to think of all the detail. Whew, all right. I'm spazzing over here. I think I'm just going to go ahead, cut it off here. I don't know how long the video's been going, but if you want to see this video in its full, you know, without my commentary, without me pausing every so few seconds, head on over to GameSpot's channel and check it out. They also have a hour-long version where they're showcasing like 5, 6, 7 different games. So again, big shout out to GameSpot. This video was outstanding. Like, I am absolutely just ecstatic and cannot wait to get my hands on this type of stuff. Like, I want to play games built on this and like get lost in whatever outstanding jungle y'all can make, because this is just insane. Like, this is insane. This is, oh gosh, I'm spazzing. Okay, thanks for watching my video. It was pretty unscripted and just kind of on the fly. I didn't want to game today or record any video games, so this is my alternative. Plus, it helps to obviously stretch out from doing strictly gaming to stuff like this, where it's like, hey, this is like a groundbreaking advancement in gaming technology, so let's talk about it. But with all that being said, I've talked your ear off enough. Thank you for watching my video. Have a wonderful day, everyone.